Evening everybody, King of New Anglia here, and yeah, I know it's been a week, but the fact is I didn't have much to talk about in the last week. It's only tonight that I actually have something worthy enough to commemorate. As a member of the Air Training Corps, and whose family history links to this, it's the anniversary of the Dambusters. On 70 years ago to the very night, 617 Squadron caused an air raid which burst 2 dams and damaged one and damaged another in the Ruhr Valley in Germany, which is commemorated in the, well, which has been immortalized in the film The Dambusters and has been personified in the in its musical scoring, which itself has actually been turned into a hymn, which we in the Air Training Corps sing in the Battle of Britain, service, which is kind of odd. We're commemorating the Dambusters at the Battle of Britain. Anyway, I watched the hour-long commemoration service the BBC did, and I will say it was great. Dan Snow, great historian, and he's a great host. I mean, to see that they actually put the effort of actually to see 617 Squadron, or at least the banner party, well, as they call it, the standard party, actually come from their current base in Lossiemouth, I think it is, to RAF Scanton, the very airfield where the Dambusters trained and took off on the night. But one thing I was really disappointed is that they didn't actually commemorate the 53 that died on the night. 53 lost their lives. Some of them hardly even older than I am. The youngest of which I think was 19. So only 3 years older than me, and I was at. And they lost their lives. I would have been happy enough. I mean, I wouldn't have minded if they had given the last post. I wouldn't have minded if they didn't do that, but I would have thought that they would have given the famous line from the poem by let me just look this up. Sorry, it's by May. I think it would have been done. I think they should have really quoted that poem by Major John Etty Lee. Sorry. When you go home, tell them of us, and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. That just sums it up, doesn't it? I'm getting teary-eyed now. The fact is, that is just one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. It would have been perfect if they had said that to commemorate the 53. They didn't. And yes, you will say they are commemorated on Remembrance Sunday, as indeed every soldier and civilian that either gave or lost their lives due to the cause of war. But the fact is, I would have thought this is a centenary of the very night. 53 people died. Well, 53 servicemen died, let alone the civilians that died because of the flood. I would have thought it would have been good if they had actually quoted that. It's short, but it's brief and it's beautiful. But for what we got, it was a very good service. So this is my tribute to the Dambusters. Long may you be remembered. This is King of New Anglia, signing out.